Lately I've been asking myself this question: who am I really becoming after 3 kids? Because after 3 kids, the constant mom, the endless diaper change, the whole journey in its wholeness, I look myself in the mirror sometimes and I ask myself, who am I really becoming? Most times I don't even recognize the person staring back at me from the mirror. Not in a bad way. Before, I used to have a lot of energy, so much energy to do a lot of things that really made me the me that I am now. The me that I grew up to be before I became a mom. Not in a bad way, not at all. Not in, I love being a mom. That is the reality. I love being a mom. I love being the mom to these kids. Motherhood is sweet. It's a beautiful experience. But sometimes I look at the whole thing, and to be honest with you, I miss that old me. I miss that old me that have so much energy to push and work, go and get the thing I want, chase it the way I want it, plan my day the way I wish it to go, and it goes like that. I miss that part of me. That is the reality of motherhood. Because right now, everybody needs me for something. Each of them needs me for something at every point in time. Even coming out to do this right now, I had to struggle to get this little time to do this. I had to look for something to give to them to distract them to some extent to get this little time to do this. And this makes me wonder, and sometimes I think and wonder. I keep asking myself this question: am I really the person my husband married? Or am I still that person my husband married? Or I have dumped that aspect of being a wife and now I'm just a mom? Have you ever asked yourself that question? As a young mom dealing with little kids, toddlers, infants, newborn, how is this affecting your role as a wife in your husband's life? Because I keep asking myself this from time to time. Because the reality is, and I don't know if I'm alone in this, if you're watching this, please let me know. Sometimes I feel I'm doing everything right. Taking care of the kids, feeding them at the right time, changing them, making them look clean, good, looking healthy and fine at all times. But forget about us, the connections, the bond, the closeness, the time we spent together, the little connections we had before all this whole situation came about. It's very easy to forget them. It's very easy to forget that part of us, that union. It's easy to get carried away with the whole chaos of caring for these kids. It's so demanding. It is so demanding, especially on the woman, trying to be everything to the kids and also feeling I'm not doing enough for my man. I'm not doing enough for the husband. I'm not doing enough in being the wife, and I'm so encouraged. I'm so engaged with being the mom. And honestly, today, I just want to start by being very honest and realistic with myself. Maybe this first step is not really fixing this problem because it may end up becoming a problem. I know I am not alone on this. Another truth many women did not prepare for, or many women are not aware of, or didn't prepare for, is that motherhood changes everything about you. Aside the sleepless nights, aside the constant changing of diaper, feeding the kids and all that, motherhood will change a whole lot deep down inside of you. Your body feels different. Your priorities change and shift. Most times you're not even aware. Most times you don't even recognize it. Some days I feel so proud. Some days I say to myself, oh, yeah, keep going. You are doing this. And some other days, honestly, I feel so invisible. I feel like it's all over. I feel so confused. I keep wondering what is going on. I feel like I'm just going through life. Just going through life like this is not me. This is not what I planned. This is not my expectation. But I just have to keep going through it. And do you know why it's strange? Because the picture that we get, the picture the society paints about motherhood is that it's all about taking care of the kids. You do so much for your kids, but no one really tells you the reality that in focusing on these kids, you may start losing yourself. You may start losing your identity. You may start losing who you really are without even realizing it. Most times I just stay quiet and I think to myself, I just wish to get some quiet moments. I just wish to get those little times I get to get some good rest, to do something, to think straight, to do some of the things I used to like to do. I just wish to get that kind of time again, but unfortunately it's difficult. Then I ask myself, is it normal to think one is disappearing into motherhood. And there again, another mind tells me it may not really be disappearing. It may be some kind of maybe evolving, kind of learning how to be more patient, learning how to understand a different aspect of life, how to show a different kind of love that you never knew existed. Because motherhood will bring out the real love in you. Because taking care of the kids, you have to be patient, you have to love them exceedingly to be able to do the things you will do for them, to go through sleepless nights for their sake. That kind of love is special and you have to develop it. So I think motherhood is kind of like bringing this aspect of love. That is what one mind tells me. Bringing this aspect of love out of you to help you understand that you can do this, helping you grow better, realize some part of you that you never knew existed. And there we go. How does motherhood affect many marriages? This is the part many people don't talk about. Motherhood is so heavy, it's so stressful, you are so stretched, you are so exhausted, you are so tired that even the slightest comment from your spouse feels so annoying, feels so heavy, feels so difficult to understand. You are so overwhelmed that you find it difficult to process little things which may come from the angle of maybe no harm, maybe a little complaint from your spouse can get you so pissed because you are so stressed and you just don't want any more stress. It's not easy to understand because the truth of the matter is your spouse will not understand. No matter how you explain it, he will not understand. And this is going to affect so many people in their marriages because the spouse is not understanding what the woman is going through and she doesn't know how to put it right for him to understand. She may not even have the strength to talk about it. For me, sometimes I notice I snap quicker sometimes to very little things until I have to talk back to myself. Oh no, you have to calm down. You just have to calm down now. You just have to try and be calm. Sometimes I get frustrated, not because I don't love my spouse, no, but because I'm so overwhelmed. Like, it's so heavy. It's so stretching. Like, I never knew my patience level have limits. Like, there's a limit to what I can take. And if it goes beyond that limit, I'll have to break down. And breaking down, maybe through one of this, showing, expressing frustration, expressing the overwhelming aspect of you which you never knew you can exhibit. You just see yourself displaying in a way you never knew you can. For many couples, it just looks like two adults living together, trying to survive instead of being a couple. And many of them may not even realize that this is where the problem is coming from. The man will be so tired that he don't understand his wife anymore. And she herself may not even know what is going on in her life. And sometimes you may just talk to yourself like, what is really going on? The things you wish to do, the body is weak. Right? In your mind, you still feel like spending some extra time with your spouse, doing the things you used to do before the kids. You just see yourself struggling, maybe as roommates, just living together, coexisting, but the bond is suffering. The bond is not really there as you desire it to be. But something I've learned that is really important is motherhood doesn't break marriages. No, don't blame the break or the issues you're having in your marriage to motherhood. Rather, it exposes some parts of you that needs to be worked on. So if you're patient enough and really observant and you're able to find and note where the problem is coming from, you both can work it out together and fix the problem. Sometimes there is this part of me that always wants to be a perfect wife and also a great mom, a perfect mom, and also want to be that perfect me all at once. But you know what? I end up failing in achieving all of them because it's hard to achieve these three. Being me, being a perfect mom, being a perfect wife, all at the same time. I feel like I'm doing my best, but my best is still not enough. And sometimes I look at and see other moms looking all good, doing the best they can. And I said to myself, why can't I be like this person? Why can't I do everything this other person is doing? But the reality is that nobody gets it all fixed. Nobody has it all perfect. Every person is trying to figure out themselves in this situation. So don't feel you are alone. Don't feel you are not doing enough. You are doing it the way you can and the best way you can. Everyone is just trying to figure out their life because it is really a messy, chaotic situation and you just have to do your best to figure out how it can work for you. It's not all rosy for anyone out there, so don't be deceived. And you know what? That is what makes it beautiful. It's an imperfect situation, and we are all imperfect. So just keep doing the best you can do. You can't get it all perfect, but just keep doing your best because no one out there has it all perfect. Sometimes I just sit and think, And maybe when everyone is sleeping, I just look at my husband and I wonder if he's really seeing what I'm going through, if he's really understanding. Sometimes we feel we are doing it right. Sometimes we feel we are not getting it, we are failing. It's all part of the experience, it's all part of the journey. Yeah. And there is this part of me that I'm learning recently and I'm beginning to adjust to it because I just have to adjust. I just have to accept it. Motherhood maybe it's not making me lose myself. Maybe it's trying to help me layer my life because it has a way of teaching you to be patient, to be humble, to learn how to talk calmly. Yes, it does. Even when you are tired, even when you don't feel like it has a way of teaching you some of these things. And I have come to realize that who teaches you love. Real love that is not the butterflies or sparking moments. No. Real love in the little things you do for these little ones. The little things you do in your home. The little things you do to your husband as a wife, as a mom to your kids. These little acts of love is what really matters. You may not get it all rosy, but someone is being taken care of by you, and that is the real love. So maybe the best thing we can do is to embrace the aspect of our marriage, accept it, and stop looking for that version that we expect. Embrace it the way it had turned out to be, even if it's beyond your expectation. But look for a way to embrace it, adjust to it, accept it, and look for a way to walk around it happily. Accepting it will go a long way to relieve you of the high expectations which may not be possible to achieve. And here is the touchy part of it. I'll be concluding with this. I may not have all the answers to all the challenges because I am not perfect, and that is the reality. I am just taking it one step and it's at a time. I'm not trying to make everything look or feel balanced. I'm not trying to make everything look perfect. I'm only trying to strike a balance, look for a way to get a balance between being a mom and being a wife at the same time. Trying to get a balance between the two, trying to make it work so I don't lose myself in trying to make a perfect being, play a perfect role, try to be a perfect person in the both roles. Yeah, let me leave it that way. Trying to be a perfect person in the both roles. So I'm trying to see how I can get a balance between the two to make it work. Learning to show up every day, and maybe that's just enough. It doesn't have to be all perfect. As long as I show up, that's enough. So today, I want to be honest with myself and to anyone watching. If you feel lost in your roles as being a mom, as being a wife, or in whatever you're doing, don't lose yourself. You are not alone trying to figure out how to make it work. You are not alone. We are all growing. We are all becoming who we ought to be. And that's enough. And that's beautiful. I'll see you again in my next one. Bye for now.